Hello, here's our Minecraft magazine. We can see the things we've got on this month. We've got secret mobs and how to summon them. We've got how to build a puzzle maze. We've got a guide to Howling Peaks, making a mob spawner, all the latest updates on the caves and cliffs, and there's a competition, but we probably missed the entry time for that one already. Okay, so let's get started. Now the magazine starts with summoning some secret mobs and using commands for that. So I've skipped over some of them, but I thought you might be quite interested in the Ender Dragon one. So we've got Ender Dragon. It isn't exactly a huge secret, but the Ender Dragon usually only appears in one place. So how can you bring it to the overworld or the nether? It is possible, and when you do, you'll be able to fight the dragon in any area you wish. The thing to be careful of when fighting the Ender Dragon is that it will completely destroy any blocks it touches, so don't summon it if you're close to any important builds. Make sure you can go extremely far away that the dragon can fly long distances. Ender Dragon stats. The Ender Dragon has 200 health points and is normally the final boss in Minecraft. Its attacks vary from 6 points of damage up to 15, depending on the difficulty level. It's 16 blocks wide, 16 blocks long, and 8 blocks high. If you kill the dragon, it will drop 500 points of experience. To summon the Ender Dragon, in the Bedrock edition, it is easy. Just stand where you want to spawn it and use this command: / summon space Minecraft : Ender _ dragon, and then 3 of the ellipse signs. To summon the Ender Dragon in Java, we don't need about that, so I'll leave it there. You just need the bedrock. I'll put a picture up so you can see how to do it. Right, the other thing they've covered this, I thought was quite interesting. This is about name tags. It says there are some secret mobs which are just rare variants of existing ones that are only accessible through the use of a name tag. To use a name tag, place it on an anvil and then rename it there. Then use the renamed tag on a mob. If you do it right, it will transform as described below. The rabbit, as well as the killer bunny, Minecraft has another much friendlier variant version of the rabbit which can be created using a name tag. To call a rabbit Toast, make sure you include the capital letter. Toast looks quite similar to other black and white rabbits, but has more black fur on its face. It was added to the game by Minecraft developer Ryan Holtz to commemorate the missing rabbit of Minecraft user XYZTV. Upside down mobs. If you use the name tag or give a mob the name Dinnerbone or Grum, again with capital letters, it turns upside down. Dinnerbone and Grum are 2 of Minecraft's developers. You can use this to turn almost any mob into an upside down variant. You've got Dinnerbone on the screen. Grum is Grum, M for mother, M for mother. And the final one is multicoloured sheep. If you use a name tag on a sheep to rename it Jeb _, no capitals with the underscore, its wool will cycle through every available colour. If you shear it, you just get the original colour though. Jeb is the lead designer for Minecraft. He's responsible for adding many things to the game, including pistons, walls, villages, strongholds, you name it. So it's only right that he gets his own special mob too. Right, then we go on to the Caves and Cliffs update. So it's been a few weeks since the Cliffs and Caves update was added to Minecraft's development build. Actually, it's been a couple of months now. So what's the latest features on this announced at last year's Minecon? We're going to talk about axolotls. Perhaps one of the most exciting things to come out of this update are axolotls. They now have been added to the development version. We've played around with these new mobs, which are based on the real-life salamander, and they're looking great. Their appearance and behaviour may change between now and the final release, but here's what we know so far. First up, axolotls need to be in water regularly to survive. If placed on dry land, they start taking damage after 5 minutes and can die of dehydration. At the moment, they're passive towards players and can be caught using a water bucket to create a bucket of axolotl, which you can use to move them around in the same way as you do fish. Speaking of fish, axolotls are hostile towards all fish and squid, including guardians and elder guardians. They also attack drowned. If injured, they may play dead and receive regeneration 1, a reference to the real-life animal's ability to regrow its tail. Axolotls breed when fed tropical fish and can take one of 5 different colours: yellow, brown, white, pink and blue. The blue colour is the rarest, appearing approximately 1 in 200 times. At present, they don't spawn naturally, but it's believed they will spawn in underground caves. Right, then we've got dripstone caves. Although they can't be generated in a normal world creation yet, it is possible to get the new dripstone caves if you're running the development build. You'll have to create a single biome world with dripstone caves as the single biome. Everything will look fairly normal on the surface, but as soon as you head underground, you'll get a preview of this new and exciting biome. Dripstone caves are a new underground biome where water drips from the ceiling to form stalactites, and stalagmites form from the floor below. They randomly but slowly grow, and sometimes can even meet. In Minecraft, as in real life, this formation is known as a stalagnate. If the block they grow on is damaged or part of the formation itself, the stalactites can fall from their hanging place and damage any mobs below. Be careful then, as a skeleton arrow or a creeper could cause one to come crashing down on you. Dripstone caves are lined with dripstone blocks, which are currently decorative only, although they may grow stalactites organically in the future. The biome also has a lot of small water pools on the ground, reflecting the wet nature of the caves. At the moment, that's all we know about dripstone caves, but it's already looking like they'll make underground exploration loads more fun. Powder snow and freezing. One of the most fun new additions to the game, powder snow is a soft form of snow that can currently be collected in cauldrons. If you place a cauldron at a high altitude or in a snowy biome, the snow will fill the cauldron and can be collected in a bucket. Using the bucket, we'll place a block of powder snow. Powder snow looks similar to normal snow, but will allow mobs and players to slowly sink through, except for rabbits, silverfish and endermites. The snow doesn't cause suffocation damage like some blocks, but if you fall into it, you'll start to freeze. Your health hearts will turn blue and begin to decrease until you escape the snow. To avoid freezing, you must wear some form of leather armour and leather boots, prevent you from falling into the snow at all. You can still sink deliberately into the snow by crouching, a little like walking up and down scaffolding. Powder snow can be used in the nether, at least for the moment, and will put out any entities that are on fire if they sink into it. Mobs such as zombies and skeletons can protect themselves from powder snow by wearing leather armour, although a leather horse armour will, deliberately, not protect horses. At present, mobs such as snow golems and strays aren't immune to freezing, although this could be revised in the future. We will let you know. Smaller tweaks. Not everything in the latest update is a big change. Here are some smaller ones you might like to know about. A new game rule means that you can set the percentage of players who need to sleep to skip the night. So if you have 8 players on a server, you can set their sleep rate to 50%, and only 4 would need to be in bed to skip the night. Wool can be used to dampen the vibrations that would alert a skulk sensor to your presence. Walking on wool no longer causes vibrations. It is now possible to increase the height of a world beyond its normal level, at least for custom worlds. No word on whether this will be expanded to affect existing worlds though. Copper blocks can be crafted with just 4 ingots, and blocks can be turned back into copper ingots the same way most full resource blocks can be converted back into their own resource. The pufferfish poison effect has been decreased from poison 4 to poison 2, meaning it's much less stronger than before. Minecarts can now travel in water, although they're significantly slower in water than on dry land. Rails can also be waterlogged and from now on won't break if covered in water. Grass paths made with the alternate function of a shovel have been renamed dirt paths. You can also now make dirt paths on podzol, mycelium, dirt and coarse dirt, as well as on grass. Make a mob spawner. Ever wanted to create your own supply of infinitely spawning mobs? Well, now you can with this guide to making your very own mob spawner. Now my guess is that you already know how to do this, but we'll go through it. So it says you've probably seen mob spawners, those black cages with small spinning mob inside which appear in dungeons, mine shafts, strongholds, fortresses and mansions. Breaking a mob spawner with a pickaxe gives you tons of experience, but it doesn't allow you to collect and place the block unless your axe has silk touch. If you want to do that and customize which mobs it spawns, keep reading. In the Bedrock edition, it's pretty easy to make a mob spawner. If you look in the creative mode inventory, you'll find an empty spawner. Simply place it in the world to create an empty spawner. Now go back into the creative inventory and select a spawn egg. Use the spawn egg on the empty spawner to create the mob spawner of your choice. Simple. If only it were that easy in the Java edition. Now in the magazine they go on to tell you how to do it in Java, and it uses commands and all sorts of other stuff. But you won't need that, so you just get to enjoy the pictures that I've put in here. Item of the month. Each month we look at all the tips, tricks and secrets of one of Minecraft's items. This month, chorus fruit. About chorus fruit. The only food item that exists in the end, chorus fruit grows on chorus trees and can be harvested and eaten, cooked or used for crafting recipes. When eaten, it restores 4 hunger points, and unlike most food, it can be eaten with a full health bar due to the teleportation effect it causes. It can be stacked in groups of 64, so make sure you stock up whenever you're in the Nether. Getting chorus fruit. Chorus fruit grows within chorus trees and can be harvested by breaking the tree. For this reason, the easiest way to get the fruit is just to break the very base of the tree, which causes all the blocks supported by the base to break and the fruit to drop. Not all chorus trees will drop Not all chorus trees will drop fruit, but most will drop 1. You don't need to use any special tools, but the fastest way to break a chorus tree is with a golden axe, 0.05 seconds. 0.05. And the slowest is with an empty hand, which is 0.6 seconds. So pretty much no difference. Farming chorus trees, you can plant a chorus flower in the end stone to grow a full tree and obtain fruit. Chorus flowers must be broken directly, so if you want to farm trees and fruit, make sure to remove the flowers before you break the rest of the tree. You can then plant the flowers to grow multiple new trees which will drop fruit when broken. Teleportation. When you eat a chorus fruit, you'll find yourself automatically teleported away from where you're standing. This effect will place you in a random position within a radius of 8 blocks, which could even mean directly upwards. The good news is that this is non-fatal and you can't teleport into a solid rock, water or lava as a result, though you might find yourself being teleported into an underground cavern or dropped off the side of a cliff if you're not careful. It's possible for foxes to teleport when they eat a chorus fruit. They're the only mob other than players that can do this. Crafting with chorus fruit. Putting a chorus fruit into a furnace will smelt it into a popped chorus fruit. These can be used in a couple of recipes explaining where people in the end get their building materials from. To create end rods, you should combine the popped chorus fruit with a blaze rod. This will give you 4 end rods for each pair of items. To create purpur blocks, you simply need to craft together 4 popped chorus fruit. This will create 4 purpur blocks, which you can then craft like most other stone blocks. Remember that chorus trees can be grown in any dimension as long as they're planted in end stone. So chorus fruit can actually be really useful and simple source of building materials, as well as one with great colour and texture. Then we're on to block of the month. Each month will teach you everything there is to know about one of Minecraft's blocks. This month we're looking at stonecutters. About stonecutters. The stonecutter is a job site block for the stonemason. It resembles a large slab of stone with a circular spinning saw placed through it. It's used for crafting, and like other workstation blocks, it's a more specified version of the crafting table, which can be used more efficiently. Stonecutters have a blast resistance of 3.5 and a hardness of 3.5. They're stackable in groups of 64. Getting stonecutters. Stonecutters automatically generate in villages with a stonemason's house and can be collected from those houses. To collect a stonecutter without destroying it, you must use a pickaxe. It takes 17.5 seconds to destroy one without a pickaxe and 2.65 seconds to break and collect one with a wooden pickaxe, and 0.45 seconds to break and collect one with a golden pickaxe. Remember that villages occur in desert plains, savanna, snowy taiga, snowy tundra, and taiga biomes. Not every village has a stonemason house, but those that do should also have a stonecutter available. The good news is that you can craft one by simply placing a single iron ingot on top of a layer of 3 standard stone blocks. You can create stone blocks either by smelting cobblestone or by collecting it with a silk touch pickaxe. Using stonecutters. The stonecutter is useful as an alternative to crafting tables and makes it easier to cut stone blocks into different shapes, as well as speed. This is a more efficient way of crafting because you can turn a single block of stone into a shaped variant, whereas on a crafting table, it takes, for example, 6 stone blocks to make 4 stairs. You can cut blocks into a huge number of combinations. Most versions of stone can be turned into variants: slabs, stairs, bricks, brick slabs, stairs, walls, chiselled stone, polished stone, cut slabs and pillars are all possible options if they exist for that version of stone. Stone types you can cut into shape include blackstone, endstone, basalt, nether bricks, purpur, prismarine, sandstone, quartz, cobblestone, andesite, diorite, granite, mossy stone, stone and smooth stone. If placed below a note block, the stonecutter causes it to produce a bass drum sound. If a villager without a job encounters an unclaimed stonecutter, they can use the block to apply a profession and turn into a stonemason. Although they have a spinning blade, stonecutters don't deal any damage. A different stonecutter existed in older versions of the Pocket Edition, as of version 0.13.0. The stonecutter block was purely decorative, and it was removed completely when the Pocket Edition turned into bedrock. And finally, for this section of the recording, we've got the news roundup. On the news roundup page here, they're talking about Minecraft Earth coming to an end. Something to do with us being in lockdown and people not being encouraged to be outside, although that conflicts with the notion of Pokemon Go. It says from 1st of July you will no longer be able to download Minecraft Earth, and also you won't be able to play it. If you've got any add-ons, you'll get the purchases back in Minecoin, so they are like reimbursing people who have spent money on it. And we've got a new book. We are indebted to one of our brilliant readers, 9-year-old David, who wrote in to tell us about the latest Minecraft book coming up. It's from author Max Brooks, who previously wrote Minecraft the Island. The new book is going to be called Minecraft the Mountain, and it's an officially endorsed adventure too. The book